So it's been a while, and it is Monday, November 9th. This is where we are, and yeah, I don't really have any excuses other than the fact that I was just busy, lazy, and filming seemed like way too much of an effort for me to put in, so here we are. I'm doing NaNoWriMo. We are over a week in, and it's been a time of it. If you are seeing this in the future, our crazy United States election just happened, and we were waiting, and I didn't realize how stressed I was. I thought I was handling it very well, and then the announcement came that our president-elect was Joe Biden, and yeah, suddenly I fell apart. So it's been an interesting couple of days. Regardless, I'm working to get my manuscript up and running. I did hear back from the agent, and to update you with that, it wasn't picked up. That's fine. I'm 100% okay with that. I had made some narrative decisions in planning that I sort of went against what my instinct was, and I've been pushed back, I guess, on the right track, if you want to put it that way. So I'm revamping right now. I'm using NaNoWriMo as an excuse to just focus on that manuscript. I'm hopefully gonna get something like done by the end of the month, just because like the first 40-ish thousand words is really just me going through and combing through and making sure that things line up with the narrative that I want now, as opposed to just completely reworking it. I think that most of the setup that I have right now works quite well, and I don't want to change too much of it, especially in rereading and going forward. It's mostly some character changes, some little bits of setup that I need to add to the beginning so that I can push forward and make things more interesting and things like that. So that's what I'm doing right now. I guess what I'm also doing in a fashion is trying to be excited about my channel again. I know this year has been rough for a lot of people. I need to do something, and I haven't been really reading a whole lot, so I finished Queen of Nothing recently, and I'm starting the Henna Wars. I'm about halfway through, so I'm really happy with those like choices, but it's still sort of like a burden for me to read, so I'm not really enjoying it anymore, whatever. I'm not enjoying it at this current place in time in my life. So I'm trying to get excited for it, and in order to do that, I don't know what I'm doing exactly, but right now I'm sustaining my life, and sustaining my life right now includes cooking. So I'm thinking that maybe I cook and I talk about books. I don't know. A full word about this whole thing. I think I have a good launching point for this. Cheyenne texted me yesterday, and she's like, ha ha ha, they're doing Japanese week on the Great British Baking Show. That they did things. They did so many things that I want to scream about, because I don't think that anyone on that show did any sort of research, like at all, about anything, including the producers and the people who made the challenges. Like, legitimately, there was no thought put into this. So I have feelings. In the content that nobody asked for, I think I'm going to be making things in the future. I don't have all of my like kitchen stuff, and I don't really want to buy anything more. So this is just plans for the future, but I will be making Asian foods because we're different people. I know a lot of our cooking sort of like bleeds into other things because we're like, hey, that looks really tasty, and we just, co-opted it into other, but we're different, and that's important, especially if we're going to be talking about defeating racism. We are, I have feelings. I have so many feelings. So I'm going to be dissecting that particular episode at some point in the future and cooking along with it, because that's how I'm going to handle this particular thing that I'm feeling. But that will be in the future, probably sometime in January, if not February, because frankly, my stuff is still in transit and will not be here for at least 2 more months. So in the meantime, I guess I will start other recipes or something like that. I don't know. It's not gonna be great, but I think it'll get me excited about something to do with my channel. So enjoy the updates that will follow this. I don't know how far back these random vlogs go. I don't know. I don't even know like where they end. Like I don't know when the last time I turned on this camera was. So fun times ahead. So I will see you at some point in the future. Have fun. What's this? Is it a bookshelf? Yes, and hello, and welcome to my bookshelf. That is very bare at this moment. Well, we are in the apartment. It is really wonderful. I know you can't see much of it, but you know, there we are. And yeah, this is going to be the ish permanent recording space for the next 2-ish, 3 years. Now, what even day is it? It is like 2 p.m. and it is the 25th of September. I have gotten little to no writing done over this last week because I've been stressed out, jet lagged. That said, I am getting settled in still, and I don't know if you can hear that echo, but it's like, it is all hard spaces in here, so I'm gonna have to try to figure out how to set up something so you don't hear my echoing all the time. Other than that, it's a good space, and like I said, like I have my tea this morning, but like I have a couple of books already. This one came in. I'm so excited for Cemetery Boys. You have no freaking clue. But I do have. Am I going to be an aesthetic booktuber? Probably not. This lighting is great. I love it. This is just the natural light that's coming in from the windows. We'll see how this goes. Okay, there's a couple things that I guess will have to be fixed, but okay, we're also by a street. I have my own office technically. So it's like a guest bedroom, but it has a chair and it has a desk. So I technically have my own office now, and I'm very happy about that. Unfortunately, because this is like all the building's all concrete, the Wi-Fi does not get into that room, so I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with that. Yeah, I'm like super happy with this house. The kitchen's wonderful, bathrooms are wonderful. The water gets so hot. It's so great. I had a bath last night, and it was just like the best. That's kind of all I have to say. I finished Demonathon as far as my writing goes, which was like just over 5,000 words, and that's pretty much all I've written this week. I'm gonna try to write today because, shocker, for the first time in the entire month thus far, I'm actually right on schedule if I write today. If I don't write today, I will actually be behind schedule for Milwardy. So, gotta do that. That's all I have to say for right now. I'm sorry, this is probably going to be either an extra long or an extra short vlog, and it's gonna be very late. So, yeah, and I will see you next time. All right, bye. Hello, and welcome to a new week or something like that. I don't know when this is gonna go up, but it is Saturday, the 26th, and I need to share this thing that I found, which I probably can't just repost because, you know, I'm trying to be like professional and everything on my Twitter, but we're gonna do this. So I follow Horrors of Yore on Twitter, and it is, I find, to be quite fun and entertaining and such and so forth. And this Twitter account is pretty much exactly what you'd expect. It's not complicated. Anyway, so this particular is Agnes Blonbecken. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but here we go. It was a woman, an Austrian nun and mystic who had erotic visions. In one, she felt the foreskin of Jesus in her mouth, quote, and behold, soon she felt with the greatest sweetness on her tongue a little piece of skin, alike the skin in an egg, which she swallowed. And this is very much a girl was thirsty, and that's fine. Like, don't even care. So someone made the point that Jesus would have been circumcised, and then comes the rabbit hole of What? There is a fascinating thread about Jesus' circumcision and the medieval feelings around it here, with more info about the sweet prepuce phenomenon. The OP is Eric Wade, so thank you for this. Did you know that there were medieval debates about whether Jesus was circumcised, and if so, whether the foreskin went to heaven when Jesus ascended or was somewhere still on earth? Dozens of places claim to have his foreskin, which is known as the Holy Prepuce, or prepuce. I don't know how to say this word. People had academic debates about Jesus' foreskin. I don't know. Some legends claim Charlemagne had the holy foreskin, which was given to him by an angel. Others says that King Baldwin I of Jerusalem gave it to Europe after the First Crusade, and that it caused miracles, including once dripping 3 drops of blood during Mass. Some theologians got very upset at the idea that Jesus' foreskin, or milk teeth, or fingernails did not rise to heaven when the rest of him did. In the 1100s, Guibert of Nogend denied that the foreskin could still be on earth. Like our bodies will be in the end of days, it must rise. Like, there is this, I don't think that I can ever repost this without getting some serious flack from it, but I found it and I feel like this needs to be shared with the world, because that was a ride. And this is the kind of stuff that I find on like the regular, that I just happen to come across because I happen to be interested in weird historical facts. That's all I have to share for today. We are doing a live show write-in. I need to catch up on like 4,000 words or something like that today. Probably will be writing more of the Silks and Furs because I haven't been doing that recently. The move and whatever, and just jet lag and stress has taken its toll. I am fresh out of the shower pretty much, and recording like the mess that I am. I guess I will see you tomorrow or whenever I remember to film next. All right. Good morning. It is, what day is it? It is the 29th of September. It is a Tuesday, and yeah, things are just gonna be up late. That's fine. I don't care. God, I look terrible today. Have I taken a shower today? Yes. Do I still feel like utter garbage? Also yes. But let's recount this weekend. I finally am over kind of the jet lag. Dude, I feel so old right now. Like, jet lag is actually a thing for me now, and I hate it. And I don't know if it was just this flight in particular, but whatever. Was not happy last week, and yeah, finally I'm over that, which also means that I'm kind of behind on my words. Like, I am slowly catching up to it, and I think I'll hit my my goal for the month. My brain is just not on right now. Okay, I miss Costa. There's a Costa here, and I've had the first, you know, gigantic latte honeycomb thing that I've had in years, and it's still not kicked in yet, so I'm waiting for the jitters to come in, but that's fine. Honestly, I'm probably gonna edit last week's vlog today and try to post it, and then also read today. Well, I still have to finish Marvel 1602, which is gonna be, that's easy, that'll be fast, but I also need to finish, okay, so I switched out Hand on the Wall because Scribd is being a butt. I tried to update my payment recently because of reasons, and it's just not, so I had to cancel my subscription because it wasn't gonna let me finish out the month anyway. So I don't know what's going on with that, and they still haven't gotten back to me on anything, so I had to switch out Hand on the Wall for Mexican Gothic. I have zero problems with that. Not Hand on the Wall. Furyborn, that's what I was gonna do. But also that was on Scribd, and I can't read it anyway. Yes, I'm doing Mexican Gothic, and I want, so spoilers ahead, I don't know, but in case, if you don't know anything about it, it is supposed to be set in, I believe, the 1950s in Mexico, and there is some eugenics talk, And like I haven't been paying too close attention to what the author has said, like if this was a thing and she's writing about it, I don't know, but like I'm so curious because it feels weird. I'm only on like chapter like 4 or 5, but there's something about the language of that first night in the creepy house and the discussion at the dinner table, and that's very eugenics, that it hits still. Like I kind of want to unpack that, but I have to finish the book first. I'm so curious. I'm so excited. I'm creeped out. I'm disgusted. I am feeling all sorts of feelings and I love it. Yeah, so excited for Mexican Gothic, but I need to finish that probably like today or tomorrow. I have a feeling that if I let myself, I could finish it today, but I also need to get other things done. I know I'm like in my like kitchen-ish dining room area. I am hoping that soon I won't have to be in this area. I can't get internet, so I'm here at the dining room table sitting on chairs that are far too tall for me. Again, if you didn't know, I'm 5 foot nothing, and most of the world is not built for people of my size. So I sit on these rather standard looking chairs, and I sit all the way to the back, and my feet are about 4 to 5 inches off the floor. So if you didn't hear that was my knee snapping, because yeah, it's just all sorts of uncomfortable. I need a footstool to sit in these chairs. I can't wait for our stuff to actually get here, if it ever does get here, because it is entirely possible that we've lost all of our household belongings. But no news is good news, so I'm assuming that I'm gonna get my office chair, my rolly chair, eventually, and that is like, it's technically broken because it won't rise and fall, like go up and down, but like I don't need it to go up, so that's fine. I just need it to like go down maybe a couple more inches. That'll be good. Whenever my rolly chair gets here, I can actually sit in a chair that I, can reach the floor with. Yeah, I'm rambling today. I'm so sorry. It's been a time. What else? Secret projects that are coming up for the book club. I'm actually kind of excited. There will be a couple of things I think we're going to be announcing at the end of the year. And in the meantime, we're doing secret things. It'll be fun. Look forward to that with the Sisterhood of the Traveling Books Club coming toward the end of the year, probably. I know it's like September, October, and we have a couple more months, but I still wanted to like tease it, that thing. I still love our apartment. I guess my biggest issue is that we're right by like a major intersection. Like there's a light, like a traffic light, like literally like I can see it from this window. So it is a busy street and it's very loud, but that is what headphones are for, I guess. A few more days of quarantine and then we'll be done with that. And yeah, I guess that's kind of it for today. Yeah, I guess I will see you tomorrow or whenever I remember to film. So, I just finished Addie LaRue, and I'm a very particular type of broken. I'm not crying, but like I have a lot of thoughts, and like processing them is a lot. Like it was okay. It was really good. I'll go ahead and give it a 5-star review. I don't really even know what I have to say about this. I just feel like I need to give you my reaction about this book, because I kind of felt this going into the book, and then it evolved in like everything just sort of confirmed my feeling about it is that of all the books that I have read thus far, written by Victoria Schwab, this feels the most like her. A lot of her books, the like themes and whatnot, a lot of it is very much fear and anger, and this feels like the coming to terms with those fears and angers rather than working through them. Like I can almost see it. Like I can almost see a timeline with all of the novels. And obviously I haven't read everything that she's ever written, but like I can see the Near Witch, and I can see, you know, This Savage Song, and I can see Vicious. I don't know. I want to say that like I'm feeling like deep and philosophical with this book and how it ends and everything, and like this, it's all speculation. This I just feel like there's something about Addie LaRue that's different than all of her other work, and I almost want to say it's a tonal thing. If I had to like put a technical writing term to it, it's tone, but I don't know. This hit me in the same way as The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman did, and I feel like if I went back 6 months to a year from now and I went back and read it, I feel like I would get something different out of it. I don't know. I'm feeling very this hit certain things that I don't know if I was quite prepared to be hit with. Yeah, I don't know. I guess go read it. It's a really good book, and don't expect it to be like her other work, because yeah, it really isn't like anything else that she's done, I think. That's all I have for today. Yeah, I'll see you whenever. Hi, I'm back. So I did want to say something in regards to future unboxings. I really enjoyed the writer box. It was small, it was concise, it had all the things that I wanted out of it. It had writing, you know, tips that I really enjoy, and because I'm trying to bridge the gap between the booktube and writertube or authortube, whatever, that seemed like a really good thing for me. However, after everything happened with George Floyd and the protests and Black Lives Matter, everything several months back, I made the decision to cancel my subscription. I have difficult feelings about this because it does feel a little performative, and I don't want to force anyone to make the decision that I did if you don't feel this way, so I'm going to try to explain this as best I can. As most of you know, around that time there's a lot of discussion about activism, performative activism, putting your support, whether it's, you know, for money or advertising, whatever, towards communities and towards businesses that were very supportive of the Black Lives Matter movement, and everything that they stand for. I don't have a lot of outward support for a lot of different, you know, companies and whatever, but my biggest one, it was Scribbler, and that made me look into what they had been saying at the time, and if there was anything or if they were just staying quiet. And unfortunately, from what I could research and found, they were extremely silent. I was looking back at the number of books that I received over the past year and some odd that were by diverse authors, and found it to be lacking. Also, the support of small businesses was wonderful, but I didn't feel that there was enough support for businesses that were owned by people of color, and thus I made the decision to end my subscription. I did also, say, why I was leaving, and one of the founders did reach out to me. I will put the letter here because I believe that this is important to give the response, but I still found this to be lacking quite a bit. It's great to have private support. It's great to say that you are trying to have diversity included, but I didn't see that really backed up. Being that both of the founders of the Scribbler Box are white women, I did not feel that this private letter was quite enough for what we were expecting of people at the time. If this is true, if this wasn't just a performative way to keep a subscriber, then I absolutely support them 100%, but I don't have enough evidence and I don't know them personally, so I made the decision to leave Scribbler. However, I will be keeping up all of the Scribbler Box unboxings that I've done. I still believe that the content that I created in that way was quite fun and interesting, but I will no longer be supporting them in the future. I am moving on to Illumicrate, which may or may not be any better, but at the very least I know that they are quite popular and I have enjoyed their boxes in the past. I know that more openly they support diverse books, and the special editions especially are quite beautiful, and I enjoy their company generally. If this decision is ill-informed, please let me know in the comments down below, and I will reevaluate my subscriptions. So yeah, thank you, and I hope that this enlightens you as to why you will no longer be seeing the Scribbler Box, and you can come to your own conclusions. So yeah.
She said it will never go away. I know there is nothing left to say. Can we try to hold on just for now, even if we don't know how to show them what we're all about?